Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to more Pokemon. Tonight's goal, we're going to be doing some Grookey hatches. We're going to be hanging out, as usual, and finding a nice spot to rotate. Oh, my mic is really far away. Never mind that. Hello. I completely forgot to move my mic in. Hello. Welcome. My mic now won't stay still, and I cannot see my screen. This is a real professional intro, I'll tell you what. Probably one of my best. Alright, welcome. It's Grookey Day. We're gonna be farming the new Pokemon. Since it's available for us to start getting. So I've collected oh, my goes muted. There we go. So I've set up I think 4 boxes. Yeah, 4 boxes of eggs today. I think same as last time when we were doing Sneasel. These may end up going a little bit faster because the starter eggs are usually a little bit faster, but we'll see what happens. I do also still have like my raid to do today, so maybe we can get into that later, but we'll see how it goes. We'll just hang out and get hatching, you know? Hopefully luck's on our side today. Or more luck than I have been in today. I did go out and play the Pokemon Community Day. And I did get saturated. It rained very heavy on me. And I didn't even get very many shinies out of it. So we're gonna be fixing that with this. And hopefully the shinies are a little more kind today in Scarlet and Violet. Been having on a lot of shiny hunts this week. I've been doing a lot of shiny hunting. You're getting through all my herbs in Violet, just to use it and finish up the shiny decks, of course. And then I've been hunting this today. I've been out doing go stuff for the last when did it start? Like 2? So like 2.5 hours or so. Kind of missed a bit of it. Getting rained on usually stops festivities very quickly. But you know, we got out there. And I've been resetting my Pokemon Shining Pearl save this week. So I'm what did I get to? I think I'm 350 soft resets in for a shiny Chimchar. So it has been Monkey Week for me. It's very much Monkey Week. There hasn't been any signs of shiny monkeys yet, but I'm adamant to change it. I didn't completely set up my breeding for these. Oop. I kind of just like took the Rillaboom and bred it down, and I haven't done any adjustments to it. We're just going in raw. We'll see what we get. Hopefully something good. I did the very first egg was the first one that I hatched today, but when I started I did have five eggs previously hatched because I had a little bit of extra time on a sandwich I wanted to fill up, and the very first one of those was a perfect one. It just didn't have the nature that I wanted, but we can mess around with that later. For now it's just purely we're just throwing the line into the sea and seeing what we get. And I wasn't like sure what kind of ball I wanted for these guys. I was very close to picking a friend ball, but I don't know. I fell back on nest ball. I think the brown fits very nice. We went with that. Hello, Fresh. Welcome. We're starting to spin. Yes, I will. I will do my best. I will hatch. I'll hatch these eggs with the utmost care for best shinies. I really do hope I get it. Like, it is a very cool shiny. It isn't one of my favorites, but it is very appealing. If I was to pick a favorite out of the Gen 8s, I would probably still choose Cinderace. I do like that line's shinies. Although Sobbles is good. Yes, Lime Monkey. The best thing too about getting these like kind of newer gen games, when I need to get a reference photo for like the bottom of the stream, I have such a high quality photo to pick from. All the other old games have rather bad sprites most of the time. Because a lot of them are still using, like their pages are still using things out of like the DS series of games. And they're very obvious to see the pixels. What are we at? One more. One more monkey. Nice. I did think these were going to go pretty fast. These are going a lot faster than I even thought they were going to be. One of the really big perks about these starter eggs, they are very fast. I was considering whether or not I wanted to use a an egg power boost for hatching them, but I think I might not. Because they might just be a waste because they're already so fast. There's no real rush for them either. I mean, this is what, technically day 3 of Grookey? I mean, officially anyway, because we already had them through home access, get them in early. So I got a Japanese Grookey just after home was put in, because I think a lot of people were just immediately bringing their Sword and Shield teams over and started farming up shinies. And I never went and started like farming for it. I think it was like maybe a 4 IV. And I could have bred a better one, but eventually I'd have to like switch Dittos and stuff, because if it was JP with the JP Ditto, the Musuda doesn't really work, so it's just easy to wait and get a good IV base. I'm still just so behind on Mightiest Marks and breeding them down to their base forms. I still haven't touched Delphox, I haven't touched Chestnut. Did Sobble. I did Greninja. There was one other one I didn't do. I think it was one of the fire ones. I know I did a little bit of Charizard, but I never got very far with them. I kind of was just doing Charizard as like an addition to another batch, like just to keep batches unique. I wasn't really hardcore grinding it. One more. I count as just one off today. I also was still trying to toy around with the how to get a good counter going for the stream, and I still haven't figured that out. Is it the guides for getting a good counter going all seem to require external things from OBS. Like the method that I was using, or have been using for like my personal use for the Chimchar, is just been screen capturing a site. But I don't want to reset that count. I want to keep it going. Pretty nice loop this. I think I've used this loop like maybe once before, but it's just big enough. Start a shiny pain, yeah. This is my purgatory. At least with these are Musuda, so like the odds are a lot better than what I've been doing on my own. But we're up to in the Chimchar check we're up to 250, 350, sorry. So our odds are starting to get a little better. I think I'm statistically at like a 33% probability now. But I'm not really rushing it. I just want to like commit to it just because I can, because having a shiny starter is so nice to begin with for like a fresh game. And I think I'm only really planning on doing that. And that's not going to be a game that I'm going to be streaming. I'll just play that on my own. Legend of Arceus though, I'll probably stream that one. That's probably going to be a fun one to stream. But I might get into that after I've played through Sparkling a little bit more, because Sinnoh is such a region I just have so little ideas about. It's a region I just like completely glossed over, so I'm gonna get into it on my own and then come back and play out the good game. Looks like Giga Hive. I want to see how it could be in Sinnoh time. Yeah, it looks real good. Besides like the little bit of a slog that like that first like story section is, because I know I've seen that a couple of times. It does look like a really fun way to play the game. And I'm honestly hoping that more games kind of follow the philosophy of that style of game as like a mainstream. That would be really good. Play some of Platinum, but not having reached the elite floor yet. You can say the Sinnoh region feels like the latest linear of all the regions. Well, least linear of all the regions. That's cool. I think it's just the kind of almost the nature of like the system that most Pokemon games kind of feel linear, because you have to do specific gyms and stuff in a very linear way, despite how often it makes you go here and there. But like they really make you go and fly around all the cities and towns and routes and events and legendaries, make it feel like you're organic and real. Yeah. Well, this game has a little bit of that, yeah. But at the same time, it still has like a path. It's not so like something like a Souls game where you're completely let out on your own with no map and whatever. Got us together where everything is literally the straight line. Yeah, I have not played. I have not played Sword and Shield. I don't really plan to either. It doesn't look like amazing. Like some of the Pokemon are good, but I don't think I'll play it. The legendaries don't really interest me all that much either. Like the Regis are cool, and Antonius is very cool, but like I don't really care for Zacian or Zeta. Yeah, but I do hope that with the hype of Legends, and then with how well Violet's gone, despite like how rushed it seems of a game, that they kind of continue down this path and of how they approach a mainstream Pokemon game. Yeah, but balancing the dogs, it's a very funny joke. I'm sure they definitely will. I think there's just inherently there is nothing that they can do to make the fairy typing like balance. It is utterly ridiculous. The fact that they brought that into the game as like a keep other types in check is ridiculous. That's coming from someone who enjoys the fairy type here. I'm a little bit still in debate of who I want to pick for my Legends starter. I think I'm still very much in the camp of I want to go with Cyndaquil for the new Typhlosion because of ghost typing. But yeah, it's such a hard decision because the roundest boy, a very round boy, and a very good water type. It's a difficult decision. And the Dark Samurai looks really cool. It looks amazing. The regional Zorua though is like very late game in that though, isn't it? Like you have to get right up into the ice zone to get that. Like we start with the moment, yeah, nice. I mean, I could just I'm more than likely we'll probably shiny hunt some of the starters here and transfer some over and play with them. But it'd be cool if you could bring your Unova starter over. But obviously it'd be already leveled up. Imagine that though, if you could bring a starter with you from a previous game, but it was like kind of like a soft reset on it, so like you aren't like immediately overleveled. That would have been pretty cool. 35. Already into the second box. Good stuff. I'm going over my team in my head, and the one tricky thing for me is I really want Hisui and Zoroark, but if I get that, I'm already gonna have Typhlosion, so I'm gonna have 2 ghost types, which I really don't need. And I guess like type coverage doesn't really matter in a game where there isn't really gyms, there's just kind of bosses and like big fights. But I don't know. I will definitely be hunting all of the alphas for the Curly the routes line. Because of course I am. There is not a single game where God of War is available where I will not play with them. If only Gallade was half as good. I've also forgot that there's also Bastion Legion. That's another ghost type. Man, there are a lot of Hisuian ghost types. I do want to play with Sneasler too. Like a team Sneasler, not just like the ride Sneasler. Yeah, Bastion Legion is sick. I also can't wait to grab a white stripe Basculin to be able to shiny hunt that in Violet too. Be able to get that into a probably like a Premier Ball for the white stripe would be sick. I thought that was best for a second. It duped me. Do we have a female in there? No. No, we didn't. Not yet. There's some other Pokemon that I was considering for my team. I had one on my mind just before, and I've completely forgotten it. See, Misdreavus is another Pokemon that I'd love to play with, but that's another ghost type. There's too many cool ghost types that I enjoy that are in like my top picks if they're in the region. Maybe I really do just, when I start, I give myself a an Oshawott and a Rowlet, and I just play with a team of starters. It's 100% not the way the game wants you to play that, but I could do it. I just get my starter, then open home and transfer it in some friends. It's very much a big theme. I love my ghost types. I don't know why, but I find it very hard to think of water types. Because I do want to keep like the grass, water, fire core. So I'm getting fire starter. I need a good grass type and a good water type. I do want to kind of try Cleaver too. Cleaver seems kind of neat. Oh, I know what my grass type will be. I can go with Lilligant. There we go. That solves that question. I do want the fighting type Lilligant. Yes, I am a big fan of regular Lilligant. I'm even a bigger fan of the dancing Lilligant. Alright, so that's at least locked in. That's gonna be a plan. I will be getting a Lilligant. What is it? 35... 40, 45. Where's my mouse? There it is. I keep hearing this guy. Where is he? There he is. I'm back on the grind for Gimmigholes because I used all my coins to evolve one of the Gimmigholes from the raid event. Because I think it was 5 IV with a decent in attack. And that's what I consider pretty good. Especially for if I ever wanted to use it competitively or against something with foul play. Which would help a lot when you got super effective foul plays coming at you. I still never got a shiny from that event. That event was rough. The base shiny rate not being affected, and it was just 4,000 or get out was that was rough. I hope they bring the shiny to like the chest forms soon, like in the wild. It'd be very cool. I'm also hoping that they start up the events for the Paradox Pokemon again, because we've had the 2 elephants, but the issue with not the issue, the difference between the elephants and everything else is that the elephants have had a version in each. The only one that does that now that's left is Iron Moth and Slitherwing. And outside that, everything doesn't really have a companion or like a competing form. They're all just unique. It'd be kind of interesting to who they pair what with. Obviously, if they ever did raids of Valiant and Roaring Moon, they're probably going to be very, very difficult. And they're also going to be bonded with each other. But I can only assume that the shinies for those will either be locked or very difficult. Which sucks for me because I really want the shinies from Scarlet. Yeah, they are absolute menaces. The base stats on those guys being pretty much that of their megas is kind of insane. Like, I'm pretty sure they basically technically in the legendary tier. Like, I know their stats are still like 30 below, I think, the threshold for legendaries, but they're up there. Yeah, both 590. Yeah. But the other thing is too, like when you go to like the decks, like they're up here. Like we've got all these Paradox guys, the pseudos, these two obviously because of the dex reasons, the legendaries, and then these two, and then more legendaries. And then after these two is Wake and Leaves. Like they're effectively just legendaries. They're just legendaries that you have infinite access to within the world. Like I feel like if Leaves and Wake weren't based off of existing legendaries, I'm sure that they would be available somewhere as well in the exact same way. But because they are, they're put in their own category. I do wonder about if there's gonna be more of those. Because I wouldn't mind getting the rest of their 2 trios as Paradox forms, but I wouldn't want them to all be past and all be future. They're like, it'd be a little boring. But you're gonna build special or physical. But if you build it one way, you're wasting so many base stats. Nearly, yeah. But good morning, Shikuya. Don't think I didn't notice you logging into Violet about like 5 minutes ago. I saw the pop-up. Have you been breeding monkeys already? And if so, any luck? Switch is faster than PC. I feel that on an emotional level, and I hate that it's so, because the Switch is not like a, you know, top of the line thing. See, Roaring Moon stats are more skewed to physical attacking, so unless it uses 590 base points more effectively, even if just bit compared to Salamence at 600. Yeah, it's in a very awkward position, but you also need to remember Roaring Moon has access to synthesis with its booster energy. So if you have a maxed out attack and you add booster energy, it's effectively a 600 attack, 600 base. So you could technically make a pseudo out of it. I would also argue its typing is a little better than Salamence's, because I would rather take Dark over Flying any day. Though it does give you the 4x2 Fairy, and Fairy is just running rampant now. No, I don't like the monkey due to being Hobbs Pokemon, so not breeding it. Can't see. Why do I have the emoji thing in my chat? I like cannot see half the chat most of the time. There we go. So not breeding it, but my Gumi line is coming along. Nice. Yeah, Mega Salamence really is just an absolute beast. Mega Salamence 2 is very unique in the way that you can bring it into battle with Intimidate, drop the attack of your enemies, then Mega Evolve and start dishing out damage. Actually uses his playing type it has so well. Making Hyper versus double-edged flying type, it's strong. Yeah, true. See, and that's I don't know if you ever paid attention to like VGC meta, but there was I think in regulation B, it was, I'm not sure if it was B or C, but B was the first one that paradoxes were available then, but it did kind of go for a while and kind of came in and out. People were running Terra Flying attack boosted Roaring Moon with either Terra Blast Flying or with Aerobatics and Dragon Dance. So in a way, it was almost filling the same niche of just turning a move flying and it uses your base attack fully. And on top of that, you've got the booster energy, which makes it almost as good as its other mega. The issue then is that you always had to partner it with something that had Intimidate because it doesn't have its own. Because obviously you can't change photosynthesis. Yeah, it was an insane meta. I wonder if the one that I had was set up for that. Is it this one? No, this was just a random one. I think it must have been one that I got rid of, but it was like it was set up similar to that one. But yeah, the Terra Blast with boosts was kind of insane. So being able to become flying for that maneuver and dropping your 4 times, especially when it was facing so many Fluttermanes, was such a big boon for that strategy to just completely tear through teams. I reckon if Max Caliber had ever picked up, it probably would have, or if it had picked up and stayed, it probably would have been a good counter for him. Because a lot of them were running Poison as their Terra. And then they were also just using the big Ice type moves. My hot chocolate has gone cold. It is still raining outside. I'm kinda... Oh, maybe it stopped, I don't know. I'm kinda glad that I left my heater running all day when I was out playing Pokemon Go. So I've come back and it's nice and toasty, which is such a nice change. Because every time I come home, my apartment is just an ice block. This place gets cold so fast. It is kind of ridiculous because it is just a concrete block. Monkey. Alright, that's 2 boxes down. Too easy. I reckon like 4 boxes is probably still too low for a good shiny chance. Let's see, is there anywhere we can go check out whilst we're hatching these? I think all of our places are kind of trash today. We got 2 of the same evolution line. That's great. Very, very cool. Isn't there a way in Legends Arceus to reset the outbreaks? Like really easy? Why don't we have that in this game? Aside from the fact that the outbreaks are ridiculously easy to shiny hunt in this game, which is probably why they didn't. I mean, we have the you know, time traveling anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just makes me wonder. Monkey. Grookey is so cute. I wonder. I do wonder why they did our boy so dirty. The middle Evo especially is a special kind of Pokemon. Like he's still a little bit cute, but he looks like a cube. I also just, every time I look at Rillaboom, I only ever see Greg Universe. No, not Greg, Steg Universe. The Steven Universe fusion of Steven and his dad. It's just
It's almost exactly the same, except he doesn't have forearms. And they're even both musical characters. It does my head in. There's no way that there wasn't someone who was influenced. I cannot believe it. Yeah, you see it, right? It's just the big boofy hair, the like kind of buff build. And except for a drum, they've got a guitar. It's just, it's way too similar to me. It's very funny. I need to consider what nature I want to get from one of these boys too. When Rillaboom gets tipped from Toxtricity. Yeah, I need to start considering which nature I want to select out for Rillaboom. Because it's very easy just to say adamant, but I wanna see what other options there are. What I can use them for. Because they're like relatively bulky. But I'm with like losing Grassy Glide, I do wonder if like speed matters, but if I was gonna use it as a meta Pokemon, like it uses Fake Out anyway, so it's already fast. I'm unsure. That's why I kind of wanted to take a different route when I went for farming Chestnut, or Chespin for Chestnut. I wanted to get something that was more defensive orientated than just, you know, her modest and or animate are the only two things, you know? You just think when I was small, the only stuff you could use on Volcarone was modest and timid. Yeah. And like it's really easy just to say that those two are the very best because they are. Like if you don't need special attack, you put it in your attack. If you don't need attack, put it in your special attack. Like it's very simple. But I like those niche cases where you can build something a little more bulky or a little more speedy. And I have no experience in how to team build, but like that's kind of stuff like interests me, where you can find your little niche to make a team work. That's like something that I'd love to do if I ever got really deep into team building. Which I really wanted to for Regulation C, but I just never did, and now we're in D, and it's like, okay, well, if you don't have any of the, like, legendaries from, Gen 6, good luck. Which I mean, I technically do have access to now, because, you know, all my playthroughs, I'm gonna be collecting them. Wow, I thought that was a good one. What are we at? 65, 70, 75. So what's this? You said all these. You know these bulky sets with the advantages, natures, and EVs potentially meant to survive common meta powerful stuff. Yeah. But I'm guessing the natures and non-252 PvPs depending on whether the meta is. That's true. It makes it more difficult to decide which particular EV spread, especially with multi-series format thing that they started since VGC 18. Yeah. I feel like it's been like every time that I watch like team building like videos and stuff, it's fairly common just to like 252 one stat that you really need, be it attack or special attack. Or if you're doing something like Among Us, like just dump it all in HP. But then yeah, you like the one what was I watching the other day? It was a team that was using, it was the Brambleghast video that I watched. And that was 252 attack, 252 attack, and then 234 HP or something, and then the rest of it we're going to put into speed. Like those little niche things. And there was a lot of stuff like that going on that I didn't fully look into, like exact numbers and stuff with like Fluttermane. Like that thing is just so meta that people just have like a spreadsheet of like 7 different types of Fluttermane, and you just kind of like hope you've got the right one. Because the whole thing was like, oh yeah, well, it's just Misdreavus, Mismagius on steroids, so like let's just jack the speed up and jack the special attack up and make it really frail, but you know, destroy everything. And then everyone started making bulky sets, and then people would make a bulky one that has a little bit of something else. Or they make it really slow so that it can be Trick Room. It's like, it's kind of nuts. Alright, new set of monkeys. Oh, that's not the one I want. Give me that. Yeah. Alright, so there's 80. Let's keep going. Not sure I've seen this, but I heard this thing about how Thunderous used to be built as a frail attacker. I don't think I really heard about that, because I only really ever know Thunderous as like a support kind of speed oriented thing now. Feels so alien to me as someone who played mainly VGC 15 and 16. Yeah, that is interesting. And I do like those kind of teams a lot. The ones that just go like complete, not complete anti-meta, so to say, but like they don't follow the curve. They do something ridiculous. I love those teams. Like even in that vein, the team that won the last VGC event with the Dragapult was very much that. Like that Pokemon was not at the top at all, and not considered good considering what else was out there, and yet it got through and it won. Entered the bulky suite and swept the black and white world, and since then bulky thunder has been the most common thing in ever in Meta. Yeah, that's just kind of how it works. Like it's proven itself, and it's kind of hard to get away from that. That's why I kind of do wish that Worlds this year wasn't using Regulation D, so we didn't have all those old Pokemon just kind of going back to everyone's old ways in a sense. Like everything's just going to be Urshifu and Thundurus and Landorus be a little stale. But at the same time, we kind of haven't had enough time, or they haven't really had enough time before Worlds to sniff out all of like those niche cases. So I'm really hoping that like a really like bizarre specific team makes it into the top cut. I would love that so much. I would love to see just all of these teams of genies just get absolutely slapped around by the most uncommon thing. Want to see more Hisuian and SV Pokemon? Yeah, I would also really love to see more Hisuian Pokemon. I mean, there's a very big chance that we'll see maybe some Arcanine, because it kind of does. In Arcanine's case, it does what Arcanine was already doing in the meta, but better, because it can have its ability to not take damage in return. But that does mean losing Intimidate. Or there could be a case for maybe Lillicole does a run through the next meta. Because Hisuian Lilligant is very much just a flat out better version of Lilligant. And then Hisuian Zoroark is just Zoroark, but it has a good typing. Because flat dark typing just never really did Illusion any justice. But if you have a Ghost Normal, that kind of like really throws some spanners around. But I doubt that professionals or the top players will use Zoroark. It seems so far-fetched. Yeah, Zorua is cute. Standard Zorua and Zoroark are very cool looking Pokemon. But just flat dark typing with only one ability, and that ability is so hard to use, like it's... Yeah. Have a King Gambit in front of close combat and watch it do nothing. And that's just the old meta. I wonder, it probably doesn't get Swords Dance, right? I'm just wondering how you would, how you could just properly disguise it as that, other than just for baiting an attack that doesn't do anything to it. But I guess the way that you could get around that was if somebody leads with a King Gambit and you know that they have a Zoroark on their team, you can just double up onto it with something that damages the Ghost type and something that damages the real King Gambit. I guess that probably a good way to do it is if you gave it an attack that can deal with Fluttermane and have it come out in front of a Fluttermane to bait either that Fluttermane to switch, or do you think that, because it is very much like a Mexican standoff, if two players lead Fluttermane, what you either have to Terra or you have to know you're faster than that other one and they're not going to Terra. Like, it's a very much like a game of chicken to like who's going to knock out the other Flutter. But if you have that Zoroark, you could really throw them off if it was disguised as a Fluttermane. Especially if they see a Fluttermane come out and it doesn't use the booster energy, because then they assume that they're probably faster.
and then they can attack into it, and then it's going to do nothing because normal type. I did see a few people trying to make use of Hisuian Samurott and Cleaver because of their cool abilities. Well, not abilities, but their signature moves. But I'm not sure if those will make it to Worlds. I do wonder if these like bulky stay on the field like Gudra strats will make it up there, or if they're gonna fall off before then. It'll be very interesting. When is that? Is it the first week of August? Pokemon Worlds 2023. It is the 11th of August. So it's the second week. We have 2 weeks then. Appears to be slow and not too bulky. Then maybe it's just maybe it might still be possible to EV and survive some surprising moves. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I can't remember specifically where it changed. The big thing with the Hisuian Samurott is that it has the move that sets up the spikes. So even if it doesn't survive, it kind of does more damage over time. Alright, 95. How many have we got left now? Just this one? Just this box. The final box of monkeys. From what I've heard, it's hyper meta in singles. Yeah, it would be. It very much would be. Because yeah, those kind of like what are they called? Hazards in singles are insane. Where spikes are so much more important to give, like, yeah. It's so much harder to cover for hazards in singles. And like stuff like that keeps you in battle and stuff. I'm not sure if I could ever get into singles. It seems just a little bit too straightforward. But it also feels like incredibly difficult to get a good balance of team. I just realized my volume's a little bit low on this. I'll turn it up and see what happens. What time is it now? It's 6 o'clock. Okay, so we go for an hour. Maybe if, since we're on our last box, maybe we can go and look around a bit. And also maybe I can do Maybe I can do a few rolls in my my pearl reset for Chimjar. And see where that goes. I probably won't do it for too long, maybe just like 5 or so resets, because it is just resetting. I was thinking of doing a gorilla at some point and just doing a bunch of those resets, but I'm not like entirely sure about it. I'm not sure how long I can really fill time in, but just restarting game, checking shiny, alright, restart game. What I want to do, I do want to go and check my shop. Go do that. Change scenery for a little bit. Go check the markets. Any shinies up here? No. I still need another Grimer, which is why I look every time. What do we got? Proteins, Duststone, Friend Ball. Oh, okay. Well, now I feel silly about not using a Friend Ball on the Rillaboom last night. But I don't know. I think I made the right decision. The Friend Ball probably wouldn't work for the shiny. It's too yellow and Grookey's too yellow and the ball's too green. All right, let's lose some money. I'm sure this will only go well. Oh, we're against the grandma as well. Ugh. I hate this lady. They always jack the price up so far. Yeah, they just realized the money. Yeah, I got a lot of money. I was down below 1 million at some point too. I just kind of sell a lot. I was really hoping I could knock one of these people out by picking the big option. There we go. You're gonna take me for a ride. I could just tell. Okay, 60. Yep. I think we're gonna hit 300. Yep, there it is. Immediately jumps. Give me this. Man, give up. Give up. Don't you do this to me. No, press the... I hate it here. I absolutely hate it here. I pressed up instead of down, and I withdrew. Oh, that friend ball's gone. Alright, see you in another 6 years when there's a friend ball. I honestly, but I didn't want to be playing 300,000 plus for a ball. That NPC sucks. I hate them. Every time my money goes like into hundreds of thousands, it is that character. They are the worst. And speaking of money, I'm gonna go sell all my stuff at the Poke Center. Monkey. Oh, I didn't jump in time. Monkey. Hello? Climb, please? Yeah, I wanted to check that that giraffe wasn't shiny. Give me sell. Bulk. That is the wrong button. This one. Just take everything, please. I don't need any of these items. Easy. Come here. That's the thing? Yeah, it is a thing. This in the bag, this whole section here, the cold treasures, like everything in there is useless. It doesn't do anything other than give you money when you sell it. That's the whole purpose of the pocket. So all the bamboos, all of the mushrooms, all of the bones, like star pieces, everything. It's just free money. Oh, selecting several things. Yeah, there's a bulk sell. You just push plus. Let's just like hang around here. Go check out some breeds. Hello? What? I'm alright. Please. Runtime Gibble. Oh, I didn't update this thing too. We're 369, 100, 105. Nice. Let's go see what this is. I'm not really sure if I can bother doing the 7-star again, because it is a bit of a pain in the ass. I didn't actually like set up anything for it either. I just used Iron Hands because I already had them. It took a bit of time, but we got there. Thankfully, Iron Hands is bulky enough to just withstand everything. Are there any other gimmies in here? I think there's one in here, right? Oh. Okay, there is no gimmies. Cool. Yes, little comfy coin men. I almost didn't mute. My throat is incredibly sore. Yeah, maybe it was a good thing that these eggs were very quick, because I think I'm losing my voice. At least it feels like it. Like my throat's getting really dry. Yeah, I'll be okay. You don't have terribly long left anyway. Monkeys. Nice. Instead, it's so full of things that can jump here, it's insane. One more. Are you shiny? No, no you're not. I still need to find my my shiny Pampy. I went looking for one the other week after I had a brown sandwich on, but I had no luck with those. I ended up just getting a bunch of mud spray, and none of them were shiny either. It is one that's gonna haunt me forever. Oh, there we go. We got another best. We'll save that one. And see it over here. Now we got two. Male and a female. Cool. Quiet. Not exactly useful for a Rillaboom, but oh well. Just like hang around the desert, I guess. We'll see what's around. Any of you look more gray than usual? The Cacturn T-pose. I still need to do Sandile as well. What about you? Are you shiny? Nope. Let's see what this terror rate is. All these potions just laying around in the sand. Adorable Hug Evolution Line, yeah. I like Sandile, these are very cute. They would probably be kinda easy to hunt for in this desert, because I don't think there's very many, if any, dark types. No one looks different there. Oh, hold on. Did I see it? I see him. I see him. Hey, friend. Fresh, you have summoned a friend. Hold on, I need to put all this away. I should probably put this egg away too. Yeah, can you see him? I somehow touched another one. Don't you run away from me. You get back here. Him! Just a little friendly guy. Look at this dude. Let's put him in Ultra Ball. Just a little guy. Little gator guy. Very nice. He's like very easy to spot with with the color of his head. He's got pretty decent stats too. The little happy dude. Doesn't have any mark. That's okay. He has Intimidate though, so that's cool. Where are you? 267. 267. So you're in here somewhere. 987. There you go. Welcome to your new home, Mr. Sandile. That's unbelievable. We start talking about sandiles and get a sandile. It knows. Back to this. Such this one egg. It's been that's a shiny I've been wanting to hunt for a bit too. I'm not like a super fan of its like next evolutions, but I very much like Sandile. Good have it. Yeah, if these next few eggs end up ending in disappointment, the good thing is we got that guy. And he makes up for everything. Not sure if the Sandiles spawn this far over. I think they're more on that end. Man, oh, that's kind of cool. That seems like some easy IVs to get. You. One day I'll be able to tell, but not today. Let's head back into the Sandile zone. There's absolutely no way we get a second one, however, it will be funny to linger around them. There they are, just little dudes. I need to get my Volcarona still, as well, and my Larvesta. You're all brown. That seems like a very comfy picture. I wish I could put that into image. Just I'm in a blanket and the Sandile is all comfy in its sand. The little sand blankie. God, I hate rufflets so much. Please leave. Alright. 2 more. I think like between Rufflet and Espathra is like the main reason why I hate coming into this desert. That and the sandstorms that make the frame rate go to like 10. It's not a fun place to be. Probably why I haven't got so many of the shinies that are in this desert. Like even my Silicobra I got over near the other desert, like in like the Brown Titan area. Okay, anything good? Nothing good. All right, the final ones. 9, 12, 120, 120. I put all my eyes on these Sandiles now. They've got me on alert. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Because we're definitely getting a shiny in these 5. After doing 120 of these eggs, the last 5 is definitely where we're going to get a shiny, right? These are the guaranteed 5. Alright, here we go. The last 5. I'm gonna pour all my remaining luck that wasn't taken by that crocodile into these 5 eggs. I do kind of wish that I'd prepared more eggs, but I'm actually just out of space. I have 4 boxes left now these days for eggs. I used to have maybe 6, but since I spread everything out to put them into the shiny decks, I have got 0 space. I've been like releasing a bunch of stuff like very periodically to try and bring some space back, but it's so difficult. I'm kind of down to like the stuff I never want to get rid of now. There's a few like overseas Pokemon I don't really need to keep. Like some of them are in unique balls, and that's pretty much the only thing about them. But I don't know. Sure. And once again, we've hit the wrong one. And because of Intimidate, it is making a beeline for the edge of the screen. And now we're hatching an egg. I really hope that shiny does not leave. I really hope that shiny does not leave. This would be the absolute worst way to lose a shiny. No! Don't do this again! Please! I hate this game! Let me out! Go away! Come here, you little yellow bastard. Get in my ball. Once again, that's Intimidate. Get in. I'm taking you home with me. How? How did we get 2? Now we're gonna have to deal with all these level ups from the Grookies. Yeah, so we know you're learning lots of cool stuff. Just get out of here. Where is he? There he is. Not as good as the other one. How? Actually, how? Where was its box? Was it this one? There you go. You can be in here. We'll put you here because you're the better one. I'll probably. Oh, no attack. Okay, you can be the middle one. We need one more of these. Yeah, we got a second one. It was this one. So now we have 2 of them. And it was desperately trying to not be caught. Because we kept bumping into everything and then having eggs hatch at the exact moments that I wanted to go for it. But we got them. That's so ridiculous. Alright, a last egg. And a sandstorm started. That perfect timing. Because now I don't have to deal with it. Because I'm done. Sweet. Well, there we go. Four boxes of Grookies. I don't think any of them are really worth giving away. I think there was maybe like a couple of them that were fantastic. or like pseudo 6 IVs, but I don't think it's any purpose. This guy can probably come back in here. I didn't mean to do that. I want the Delphox. There you go. It can live back in with the rest of the marked Pokemon. And then we got these two. Quiet is not exactly useful. But you know what? It's all worth it because of these dudes. Let's may as well. What level does Sandile need to be? Sandile. Sandile. Oh, is it Crocker at 29? Give him some candies. No swag. Now we get bigger crocodile. A little bit of extra Pokédex filling. Look at that dude. Nice. Nice. Cool. Now we're only missing one. Yeah. No, we don't need Funky Kong in this house. We just need Funky Croc. I'm so tempted just to keep going and rotating because, like, if we've gotten two of them, how high are the chances of the third one? But this sandstorm is going to make it infinitely more painful. Just a quick look. Just a very quick look. I'm just a little bit interested. Okay. It doesn't seem like there is anything. I don't think we can get that lucky. I can't tell with the... Okay, no. Hippopotamus is so annoying to also check. They're so minorly different. Yes, just a full croc party, that's what we need. Nothing but crocs. Let's change this. You get a 6 IV Gumi? Great. Nice. Are you gonna keep going for like good shiny ones, or are you just going for IVs? So I wouldn't mind going for IVs on Gumi. Where is my Gumi? How far in is it in the decks? So yeah, you know. My Goomies. And then one down here. Chinese main goal actually? Yeah. Nice. You can look forward to these big yellow dudes. They're very silly. I also really like these in the heel ball. They match them really well. It's very cool. The golden goo. I really like their shinies. They're pretty cool. They hit that perfect balance of not making them just really bizarre color. Like they're just nice enough to not be like fully noticeable. I've still got so much work to do with this shiny decks. These ones I'm not looking forward to. I don't want to do Jigglies and Igglies. They're so annoying. But like it's all filling out like fairly nicely. It's very few of them that can't be outbreaked very easily. Then most of them are I can just sit around in some outbreaks and pop sandwiches and whatever. The EVs are gonna be the annoying ones. I'm not sure if I want to farm EV or if I want to farm outbreaks for the different EV types. But we'll see when we get there, I guess. No, like, I want to keep checking all of these piles of sand dials. Yeah, I don't see anything. I really should just quit out of this, otherwise I'm gonna keep checking them for ages. I will not be able to stop. I do need Riola too. Now that I'm looking at them, I kind of always just forget they exist. Man, the sand is so annoying. Let's get back to... Where's my box? And then before you know it, Grookey completes the entire shiny dex in this one stream. I would actually be streaming for like an entire week if I tried to finish the shiny dex right now. A big part of that being just for having to finish like this page alone with all of the paradox stuff. It would be hell. It would be actual hell. The attracting the shiny that you want in crossover games is just it does not work. When they're both in Scarlet or both in Violet, it's really good, but Scarlet and Violet, oh god. But I'm not like, I will deal with them when we get there. And hopefully by the time we get all of the rest of these other boxes figured out, these guys are going to be available anyway. I can only assume that at some point there's going to be stuff in mainline games so that you can get crossover stuff. Oh my god, I just dropped my drink bottle and spilt water everywhere. After watching all of the Hazmat and Gold ACU Pokemons, YouTube's recommended me a stream. Oh, well, welcome. Getting recommended off of Asmongold. That is interesting. Interesting to say the least. I do watch him, but I wonder why I would be in there. What's this? Is Scarlet Kellis yet to eat the water gym? Which you got like Grass Cat though, shouldn't you? You'd be pretty like simple to finish that off. I feel like if there was ever a gym that you would struggle on like early game, it's just Electric. That's like the one gym I think would if I had to do that again on a new save, would be the one that I prepare for the most. That thing just annoyed me. Not because of the abilitied Mismagius, but just because of everything else. I would in fact maybe be farther ahead on Scarlet if it didn't go for Operation Freebie to get a shiny Goomy. I mean, there isn't like a huge rush. Like I haven't picked up the game yet, and I'd have no way of leveling the Goomy in Arceus when I get there. Still like to prep? Yeah, I mean, you've got forever to prep though. I might just like hunt some fresh, a fresh shiny once I'm in Legends Arceus. Just for like the geotags and stuff. But I might just like not keep I won't keep the Gumi, and I'll just get the Sliggoo and the Hisuian Gudra and transfer them over to home when I'm done. Or get new ones to transfer over. Because I just like to have them in my collection. I don't really care about having a Gumi. It doesn't really mean anything on its own. I can get that in other games. It's no different. I kind of do, and I do not want Gumi to have its own regional variant. Because I think if you made that Gumi a steel type as well and gave it a shell, it kind of just becomes exactly the same as Hisuian Sliggoo. Because where is it? Like if you made a Gumi have a shell, it wouldn't be too much different than this. Like, it would be virtually the same. Also, I'm still considering what to do with this guy. Like, I want to evolve it to the Gudra, but I also don't. Kind of want to keep it. But I can't, like, breed or anything with it. So, he's just kind of chilling. Yeah, that's how he looks. This is how he is. Just hangs out in the shell. And then the Gudra is like the shell is up on its tail. You will notice Gumi has not undergone any changes. This is because Gumi is already without flaw. True. Yeah. The Hisuian ones are like they really do strike like a nice balance of being changed but also not being changed. Oh, my back. I'm getting really tired after doing all that. I like skated for like an hour or so before stream. No, my body's all like tight from standing. Yes, I'm also just old. I have the back of like a 80-year-old person. Mostly because I just spend all my time sitting down, and the rest of it I'm hunched over because I'm too tall for most things. One day I'll just replace my spine. Give me the cyberpunk future so I could just replace it. Give me a completely new spine. I'm gonna get out of this desert so I'm not having to listen to this stuff. I'm gonna go back over here so I can prep new eggs. Which I probably won't do today. I don't want to get rid of everything. It's gonna take another half an hour just to breed them. We could just go fishing on online. You can send out about the Grookies. But I assume like almost everyone's gonna be transferring Grookies. I see, there's that good one there. I'll keep this one. Maybe that can be trade fodder. Rest of these all just kind of like the offcut stuff. I know the ones with all of the ones with the very good HP are the Ditto's stat that it unfortunately inherited. Still need to get myself an overseas 6 IV Ditto. I was not lucky enough with one of those during the event. I think I got one that was close, but close enough. Also probably should have just left left this work for when I get into home. It'd probably be a lot faster just to select them all in home and mass transfer or mass release. Not transfer. Transfer is like the go saying. I'll just leave it for later. Screw it. I might just depart and leave that there. Might just be the best thing to do. But yeah, that was 125 eggs. I'm gonna probably go and spend some time now back on my Pearl save. I've been trying to figure out how I can get a recording of that for when I do get the shiny, but as I said, I'm probably not gonna be playing through Shining Pearl on stream. I will be trying to find a time, maybe next week, to start Legends, because I think Legends would be a lot more interesting game to stream. I know like all of the storyline up until like the end game is probably going to be pretty repetitive if you've ever seen streams of that game before, but it's going to be my first real interaction for it. But we'll see. Maybe I'll consider doing a Chimcha stream during the week if I don't get it before I prove to do it. I've just been doing it like every night, getting like at least 50 rolls, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call that a night. It's been almost 2 hours, so that's usually my standard anyway. I hope everyone out there has a good night and a good day or morning, even if there is anyone that is unfortunate enough to be up in the morning. And I will probably sort out like schedule stuff for this week tonight. I have no idea what I'm doing yet, but we'll see. I'll look through it and maybe we'll just have more Pokemon next week. I probably will do another Violet because it's just fun to do one of these like mass hatchings during the week sometime. I will definitely look into Legends and see where that goes. Maybe I'll prepare some transfers for that, but I'm not sure. I'll probably keep the save all kind of natural for now. Anyway, I'll let everyone go and do their thing. I'm gonna go and do my thing. I will let you know. I will try to also remember to upload the schedule on YouTube this week. I forgot to do that last week. But remember, it's always on my Twitter or my X, whatever, brand changes. The site formerly known as Twitter. Anyway, follow me there. Follow me, leave a like if you hadn't. Helps me out. And I'll see you whenever I see you. Good night, everybody. Good night. See you around.